Hi everyone, Athena here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well today. So for today's video, I kind of wanted to share with you guys, some pictures of me before my transition, sort of how I started out in life as Ethan. That was my birth name, Ethan, and my middle name was Jeremy after my father. And so, yeah, I feel like it's an important part of my story and my transition, of course, and I think that, for a long time I was really ashamed of my pictures, and, I never was open about it, and I had a really hard time with pictures of myself. I still have a hard time with pictures of myself, like, in the beginning of my transition and sort of when I was like, I'm kind of more okay with like the younger photos of me, pictures of me when I was like 6 years old or like, growing up, that type of stuff. But then once I get like older, like 11, 10, that type of thing, then I get like a little bit more kind of insecure about those pictures and stuff, obviously, as you're like developing, more and more. But yeah, so without further ado, I figure I don't really have these pictures in like any like type of order or anything per se, but this was me when I was 6 years old. Yes. So if you want to like pause the video or anything, I'll just show them for a couple seconds. But yeah, this was me when I was little. This is another good picture. This picture looks kind of like, it's kind of evil looking, like I have like a, something on my mind, but yeah, that was me growing up. Again, this is the same time period around like, I think maybe this was, yeah, probably around the exact same time, these two pictures. There's this one as well. These were pictures from like a acting agency. I did like a little bit of the acting thing when I was younger. I didn't, get anything huge. I was in like a German ice cream commercial when I was younger. And I also did something for like Downy or something like a fabric softener commercial. And then I was in a JCPenney's holiday commercial, but I got cut out of it. I still got paid for it, but unfortunately it was like I got cut out of the commercial, but it was cute. Like I was like playing with a little dog, but I was so scared of it as a kid. Oh my God, it was terrifying. This was me later on in life. I would say like maybe 9 or 10 years old here. Definitely, actually, if my brother is like probably 3, I was probably like 11 years old in this picture. Yeah, same signature eyebrows and everything. This is a picture of me and my dad. And I don't know if some of you might not know, but when I was about a year old, my dad got diagnosed with brain cancer. And so he was had undergone a brain surgery, and that left him with short-term memory loss. And, he definitely wasn't the same kind of person he was, I mean, somewhat before surgery, but like the medicine that he was on made him like, gain weight, and he would, he'd remember things like from the past, but have a hard time like remembering things that you just talked about and things like that. So, my dad was in a really like survival kind of state of his life. He was in a really rough place, and my heart always like breaks for him. But this was me and him. Again, that's probably when I was like 6 years old. I think this is a really good picture of my dad. But yeah, there's that. This is me. I won't show the other person in it. It's actually my uncle, but he's really young. He's only like a year older than me. But this was a picture of me, like, let me see, June 2008. So that was me with my little Abercrombie shirt on. My really great grandma Nina, she got me that. I was really excited. I don't know when this was, but this was probably like 8 years old. So I still have my bunny teeth. And that's my grandfather and Cyrus. And look at those Crocs. Even like how my toe is like pointed and stuff. Aw. Poor Athena. Love it. Yes. Okay. I have some really good pictures I want to show you guys. Like some really good ones. You're going to laugh and be like, oh my God, I love it. So this was me and Cyrus when he was just born. Really sweet. So when I was growing up, I had this really sort of horrendous costume wig, and I used to call myself Ethetta, and that was like my alter ego. And my family, like, you know, they'd be like, "Oh my God, Ethetta's here!" Like, I used to have this really crazy costume. I mean, look at that girl. Look at that. I was feeling fierce, honey. I was living my best life, girl. KFC dried a costume wig to the gods. But I loved it, and I felt so beautiful in this wig. Like, truly, like, I felt like $1 million in this hair. It felt so magical. I have a little, like, side story. When I was probably 6 years old, I remember I visited this girl, a family friend. We call her Cowgirl Kate. She was really fabulous and awesome. And so we went and visited Cowgirl Kate, and we were at this, like, sort of like a bar and grill, like, you know, kind of like it was like a diner, but it had like games and like kind of stuff, kind of like an Outback Steakhouse or like, you know, something similar to that. And they had like some arcade games, and I remember they had a Miss Pac-Man machine with the heels, and I just loved it. I loved it so much, and that was like all I wanted to play was the Miss Pac-Man game. And she had a son as well. And then, so there were these like little toy machines, like, you know, at like the grocery store or at the movies, they have those like little like 25 cents, 75 cents, little toy things. Well, they had like these clip-on earrings, and I remember that I got a pair of them, and it was like the most life-changing thing to me at 6 years old to put on these clip-on earrings. And I remember I was in Kate's house, and I was in the mirror, and I was like, just look at me. I'm a new person. And I kept saying that over and over and over. I was like, I'm a new person. Just look at me. I was so happy with these little cheap plastic clip-on ear, like so happy. It brought so much joy to my heart, and I felt like a girl. I was like, I am a woman. Like, it was fabulous. I loved it. And then I ended up losing one of the earrings, and I was like devastated, but it was it was fabulous. I just loved it. Here's another picture of me and my dad. I was very, very goofy. I still am, like always making really funny faces, always like not caring what I look like in the camera, like just very much a free spirit, always a free spirit. This is a picture of me and my mom, probably when I was like 4 years old. These are those like sort of plastic bubble things. It's like that gooey plastic, and then you blow into it and it makes like those, it has a really unique smell to it. Shout out to what my mom is wearing, some type of like coat thing. It's really interesting. But yeah, that's at my grandmom's house when I was really little. Here's a picture of me during my transition. This was in high school. This was probably my sophomore year of high school. This picture of me with the roses. I remember that there was this really nice guy in my high school that was a photographer. Like, he wanted to be a photographer. I can't remember his name, but he was always really, really nice to me. And we ended up doing this photo shoot by his house and stuff. And I remember we took a lot of pictures, and there were some that I was okay with, and other ones I felt like I just looked absolutely like disgusting in. But I remember that I really wished I looked prettier in this picture. Like, I remember thinking that because I liked how the roses were and stuff. But yeah, that was me growing my hair out in like my sophomore year of high school. And this is in California. Okay, so here we have the Barbie photos, and these are some of my favorite photos. This is me in New York carrying a Barbie boutique doll. I mean, just look at that. Is that not like everything? And I got her at Fao Schwartz, And, like, can we just peep the girl in the background who's giving me, like, the side eye? Like, do you see her? Haters from day one, I tell you. No, I don't blame her. I mean, seeing a little boy with a Barbie, I'm sure is like, what? You know? But yeah, that was me. And I just really love that picture. I think it's a good picture. The bus says, like, New York sightseeing in the background. But yeah, there I am with Boutique Barbie 2002. So I was 4 years old. 4 years old. Here is another picture. I think this is also in New York. I'm even wearing the same shirt and jeans, I believe, as that picture. My mom and I went on a trip to New York for like a week or something, and then here I am with a Princess Barbie from 2002 as well. And there's me and my mom, and we're like at the subway station. So love that, love her, she's beautiful. Here is me in 2001, so I would have been 3 years old. And this was at my Aunt Christine's house, and I was in a cheerleader outfit, like a Halloween costume outfit. This is 2001. But yeah, there I was. I remember that outfit so much. I really, really loved it. And I would always play dress up when I went to their house, because they had daughters and they had like all kinds of like life-size Barbies and tons of like fashion dress-up stuff, so I was in heaven. This was me in August of 1999. The back of the card says, there I am. So just like that. Yeah, it says Ethan, 15 months, August 1999. So I was really, really a baby. I was a baby. Look at those Timberlands. Yes, girl. Come through, overalls. Love it. This is me and my mom at Fao Schwartz again. It was so magical going to Fao Schwartz, which is the huge toy store in New York. This is me and her. Shout out to my beautiful mother. Love her. This is a great picture. This is me, my mom, and my dad, and me in my high chair. So there was my dad, like, in his glory. See, he has a Long Beach Dub All-Star shirt on. His dream, and even his hat says Long Beach. My dad was obsessed with Sublime. He loved when they were Long Beach Dub All-Stars, when they changed their name. And his dream was to live in Long Beach. So kind of sad, but I, you know, in some ways have such a special place for Long Beach in my heart, because living there and him always wanting to go there, you know, so it's really special to me. And here is my dad, so handsome, when I was just born, like just a newborn. It says Ethan, 5 days old, May 18th, 1998. Or maybe it's, I don't know how that's right, because it can't be 5. Maybe it's an 8 or something. That doesn't make sense. I was born May 1st, so I don't know why it says May 18th, 5 days old. I don't know. But I was born May 1st. But there's my dad. And there's me. I honestly was like the ugliest baby ever. Like, I swear to you. Like, when I was first, sorry, a bug bit me. When I was like first born, oh my god, I was horrendous looking, like terrible. These are some acting shots that I took for when I was at that agency or whatever. Come through, Calvin Klein. Look at that. I really like that one where I'm on the chair. But yeah, that was those are some headshot, like, takeout photo, like, pictures and stuff. That's a really sweet one. But yeah, this is, these are some of those photos that were headshots or potential headshots. And then this is me and my dad when I was probably like 10 or 11. We were sitting at my other grandmom's house, his dad's house. And then this is a really great, like, album. Just says Ethan Fenstermacher photo book. And this has some really cool pictures. And I remember putting these stickers with all the pictures. So that was on like one of those rides where you go like up, up, and then down. I loved that hat. I really did. I wore it all the time. This is, I don't know where that is, but then this picture is me and my mom at a sunglass stand. See, I was like very, very goofy. I loved making funny faces and stuff. This is a really cool picture. Very early 2000s. This is in New York. So I'm trying to... New York, really early 2000s. Here's a really good picture, very sweet, like that one. I pretended I was eating. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little bite mark in the propeller, and I was pretending like I had eaten it. This is me somewhere. I can't remember where that was. There's another picture, and then there's me with a Barbie Fairytopia. This is Marlena, one of my aunt's like best friends, and she's one of my best friends too. Oh no, that's actually my Aunt Katie. There's a picture where I'm with Marlena and Katie, but that's my Aunt Katie, and she got me this blue Mermaidia fairy. It's probably 2003 when I was like 4 years old. But yeah, this was when I was first going to school. In kindergarten, there's me and my mom. She has her choker on, so she's very, very early 2000s. I love it so much. And yeah, so there's, oh, here's the one I really, really like. Of me, Marlena, and Katie, and the Barbie Fairytopia doll. Really like that one. But yeah, I'm trying to think. So this was me. I remember I got this wig at a wig store. I think this is San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. But I wore that wig to a restaurant, and I just felt like so amazing. I really loved it. But yeah, I just picked that like reddy orange bob, and it was, I loved it. I felt like amazing in it. I was shy, kind of embarrassed when I went to the restaurant. But our like waitress was really, really nice to me. Here's my mom and I with this amazing beaded like hat slash, it was like beaded hair. I loved that. And there's my mom. Let's see. Oh, here I am on a like, I don't know what those things are called. It's not a Ferris wheel, but where you're swinging on the thing. And then there is me with the Scooby-Doo Daphne Barbie. So you can tell, like, Barbie was definitely a big part of my life. 1000%. And yeah, so those are all the pictures there. And then, oh my god, this is a drawing that was in there. This is one of the drawings I did as a kid. I don't think it has a date on it. It just says, it has E on it for Ethan. And I drew that when I was a lot younger. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's always nice to walk down memory lane. As I find more pictures, I will show you guys. Those are the best ones from what I've gathered and everything. And thank you so much for watching. And I love you guys with all my heart, and I'll see you in my next video, okay? Bye.